Are you tuned? Hello everyone out there in NASA's huge in Atlanta. It's me Al. I'm home now and I tell you what, I'm a pretty famous shit roller and wanna hear my next story for this particular evening of tonight. I just wanted to branch out a little and say something coherent in my little shit of tonight. If you're still with me, you haven't switched that shit off, this shit off, saying that the sign, good sign for me, because my story will be rambling and we'll see how it goes and where it goes in my little shit of tonight. Is it in Wales and we all just gathered here for my whatever activity and I'm all just anticipating good things to come to our camera angle, into our camera angle, into my or whatever microphone and camera that is depicting me right now pretty nicely and kind of like using my regular casual home outfit. If you're don't agree about what's happening here, you're free to leave whatever moment you want. If so, if you're still with me, let's just make it clean and short and neat and understood and coherent in my video story of tonight. Let's see what I want to say. I remember myself fishing one day when I was little, not as like little and nearly like that age that I remember pretty vividly now. It was like teenage that was teenagers years of mine, like nearing my 13th birthday or something. I was fishing literally. I was a big fisher. I quit after following several good attempts of doing so. I don't take deep interest in that stuff. That's why I quit. And the point is, I was fishing at the time, and that was cool. And I'm there fishing at our port in our city, and I was fishing. I cast my fishing rods, maybe only one rod. I cast my fishing rod, and was waiting for the fish to take the bait, and I deployed and I used all my tackle. I actually deployed all my fishing gear, what I had at the time, and pretty just not something extraordinary, maybe one regular, not regular, my fishing rod, and I cast it, and I was waiting again for fish to come and take the bait, and everything was set and prepared, and I was just waiting, roaming back and forth along the beton uh, concrete blocks made uh, curb the brink of that pier. There was a long like line of some concrete made blocks, and I was zooming back and forth with no purpose, waiting for the fish to come and take the bait, and I was just again all cool and happy about anticipating of that happening, and I heard that precious sound. My little bell rang, and there was a sound that the fish took the bait, and I pulled it up, and there was like a middle-sized fish. I don't know if I can remember its name in American, and maybe I don't even know the name in American. And there's better and concrete made blocks messed my mind, and I was just I want to lay them straight and understood my story tonight. I hope I did. And yes, I took the fish, and that was this big, like middle-sized fish, and that was a good thing happened to me. And I was like, I'd never for my entire life to that point caught that big fish in my entire life to that point. That was like again like 14 or 13-year-old boy in my teenage years, and I was happy, and I was holding that fish in my arms. I was yelling, "Fish! I just caught this big fish! Everyone, look at me! Look at me! I'm just so over fucking excited! I'm so fucking overjoyed and happy right now! Don't don't even look at any other peeps. Just look at me! Wow! Just caught this precious fish of mine! I can't even externalize right now what it means to me. Look at me, everyone, whatever." You get the point of what I'm making here. Yes, this is my just story that I used what I used the buckwheat loaded into their spring fishing spring with a with a little like a load lead being being molded into the bottom part of that fishing spring. So you have that gear like a spring with the bottom part being like lead molded onto the lower part of that fishing spring, and you fill this fishing spring with your bait, not a bait like living one like that porridge or buckwheat, and you pack it there. You cram it there, pack it to the highest density to get the density of that substance being like buckwheat or what I said to the highest degree, and you pack it and you put those little fishing fishing hooks, several maybe I remember like was 4 fishing hooks, and you put them there with their top rear part to the substance, to the buckwheat, or pretty like wet one, it's high dried off, half wet, and you put those fishing fucking hooks there with a little like as a bait. I use like a fat of a pig cut to tiny pieces, and you put it on your fishing hook, and you put that fishing hook with that fat pig stop on the very end of it, and you put it with the top or rear side into the buckwheat, which is the which sits in your fishing spring, being loaded with the down part made out of lead molded there in that little premise that are that is there on the lower part section of that fishing spring. And you know, all this stuff and said and done, and only after that you deploy your fishing gear, you cast your fishing rods with that bait or what I told you about just right now, and you wait. All you do, you wait for fish to come and take the bait. And I waited for too long, and I got what I wanted. That's the main part of my life, and my just proud that I just honestly shared with you right now. And if you just followed attentively, you may even want to give me a like or dislike or whatever you want. Do what you want with your activities. Stay tuned. Never switch the channel. Probably you do switch once. I haven't appeared for in a long while on this channel, but I hope I will. If so, then you know what to do. Thanks again for being with me and for following me, for whatever, listening to my story tonight. Be good, never give up. I'll be with you on it. Bye.